So yeah, this we had discussed previously, wherein we were discussing about levels of abstraction or levels of design description. So since Verilog has different constructs, we are able to represent the design at different levels of abstraction. That is what we'll be discussing here. Now we have various levels of abstraction. In that, the first one which comes is circuit level. Circuit level is sometimes also called as a switch level. It is also sometimes termed as switch level. Then we have what is called as gate level of abstraction or gate level of design description. Then we have data flow level of abstraction or design description. And lastly, we have the behavioral level of abstraction or design description. Now, this is the highest level of uh, say level of design description. This is the highest level. This is the lowest level of level of design description. Highest level of abstraction, lowest level of abstraction. Now here when we go for behavioral, right, what happens is the coding what you see, it is much like your C program, or it is similar to a high level language. I'll put it in that form. It is somewhat similar to the high level language. So that is what we'll be checking out, but with slight differences will be there. So that is what we'll be looking out in the coming forth slides. The lowest level, which is a switch level, this is rarely used. This is rarely used for designing the entire thing. For defining the design description, this is rarely used, but these three which are there, right, they are majorly used in implementing the design description or obtaining the design description. So let us first discuss the first one, that is circuit level, which is called as switch level of design description. So in this level, the basic building block of entire digital circuits will be the switch. So which will be the basic element in order to build the entire digital circuit. Now what is a switch? If you have seen, switch is an electronic device which turns on and off based on some condition which what is applied to that. And when you're speaking of digital circuits or any circuits, right, in electronics, generally a switch can be a transistor or any other element which is capable of performing on-off operation. So here, now what happens is using these switches, I can build very complex levels of representation. Say I can, using the switches, I can build say AND gate, NAND gate, any other gate which is possible, which is at a higher level of design description or higher level of abstraction as compared to the switch level. So now Verilog basically consists of basic basic MOS switches, which can be used to build the digital circuits. And using these circuits, I can implement any other stuff like the gates, and using the gates, we can build any other circuit. So I can do all these things. So this is how it is represented, and we can see that this is the inverter. Now, if you have studied VLSI, right? In VLSI, this is one switch and this is another switch, and this is PMOS, this is NMOS, and if I interconnect it in this form, and if I provide with proper supplies, and if I apply input, right, when I tap the output, it will be complement of the input. So this is circuit level representation. This is represented in circuit form, circuit level or in switch level. So these two which are present are the switches. That is, this is a switch and this is a switch. Now, if I use Verilog, if I use this level of description, and if I want to build the circuit, any complex circuit or any complex digital representation, right? Then I can make use of these switches. I can represent any of these gates, and I can go ahead if I want to implement a AND gate. So there is again slight based on the expression, we try to see how I can use the MOS circuits in order to build those. Now here you can see that this is the inverter. Its representation is given in this form, which is same as this. Now, if I have to write it in, say, Verilog, I always start a Verilog module with a keyword module. So this is like the open brace in C programming, and I finish it off with another keyword which is termed as end module. So which is like closed bracket in your C programming. So whatever logic is there, you write it within this open brace and end brace. So in Verilog, what you do is you write it within the module and the end module. So that is what you will be doing here. Now here, if you just observe what you're specifying is each and every details you're trying to specify in here. So let us not try to understand what actually is going on. So what you're doing is you have a module name and you have something out and in, which are the ports what we had, what we'll be discussing later. Then in this case, we have output is the out pin and in is the input pin or input port. We specify it as ports. So these are the two variables which you have passed, or these are the two parameters which are available. One is outgoing and one is incoming. And then you have declared another few parameters, that is supply one, which is power, and supply zero, which will be identified the ground, which will be identified by this name. That is the ground and power. Now, what I do is, if I want a PMOS, I write it, I have the keyword of PMOS, and so it is like a function what you're calling in, and you're passing the parameters. You're passing these all values. So PMOS gets implemented, and then NMOS gets implemented. So this is the entire using the PMOS and NMOS switches. You're using this and you're building the circuit. In this case, we are looking forward for building the NOT gate. So any query from your end? So here what you're doing is basically you are using the PMOS and NMOS switches to build the entire complex circuit. But this kind of coding you generally don't do, and you don't use it. So the circuit level or switch level is very rarely used. In if you just Google it outright, sometimes what might be represented as the main three levels, that is gate level, then behavioral level, and the other one. So those will be represented at circuit level. Sometimes they omit or they can represent it. So now let us discuss the next level of abstraction, that is gate level of abstraction or design description. Now in this, as it mentions, if I just see, it is slightly higher level of abstraction as compared to your previous level, that is the circuit level or the switch level of abstraction. Now in this one, if you want to build the digital circuit, right, you will be making use of the basic gates. So in lab, you might have used the basic gates, right, AND gate and NAND and other gates. So using that, you build the circuit. So it is somewhat similar to doing those things. So here, if you just see here, what Verilog provides us is it provides us some modules which we name it as primitives, which will consist of the basic gates, which can be used to build the gate level of or implement the gate level of abstraction. Now here, what happens is in each of the primitives, it will be having the inputs and the output ports provided, and using which you will be implementing the entire abstraction what you want to, or you will be building the entire digital circuit. Now primitives basically incorporate the design descriptions. Directly, what it implies is since in the previous level you are using the switches, right? You have to represent everything in switches, and then you have to go ahead. Suppose if I have an expression, say output as a bar, I know that this is inversion, but I have to see how it incorporates with respect to the gate level of representation. That is what we had seen in previous case. That is, you had a PMOS, you had a NMOS, you interconnected, and you got the result. You provided the appropriate supply. So this will give you entire this thing. But here, what it happens is, if I want inversion, right, directly I generally have the logical representation. I represent A here, and here I'll be getting the inverted version. So a little bit direct implementation what you are looking forward. So design description will be given in direct form. That is what it implies. Whereas in previous case, right, that was not the case. That was not the condition. So I want to implement this, but what you're doing is you are building the entire circuit, PMOS, NMOS, and the other stuff. You have to define it in that form. So let us see how it will be different for the next one. That is in gate level. So another one thing to remember is gate level modeling is also sometimes referred as structural level of modeling. Since you are building the modules right here, so we classify this one as gate level modeling. The term modeling comes over there. We'll be modeling the entire digital circuit. That is what we are looking forward. So this is also termed as structural level of modeling. So this is a simple representation of the AND gate. Simple representation of the AND gate. Using this such kind of gates, we'll be able to implement the digital circuit representation. So here we can see that we have a full adder representation which is built using the basic gates. So which is built using the AND gate, OR gate, and XOR gate. And these are the three inputs what you're giving, and these are the two outputs what you're getting. Now here in previous case, if I go for previous case, you can see what amount of complexity might be involved. So if I want the AND gate, then I have to build this I have to represent entire thing. So it becomes difficult in representing it in switch level. But if I have it in this form, right, then it turns out to be slightly easier as compared to the switch level or the circuit level, that is the previous level. Now here, if you just see again, start and end is again defined with module and end module keyword respectively. FA is the module name, and next I have some parameters which I can use, which will be either which will be either given to the input port or the output port. Now here I know that sum and carry out are the output, and A, B, C in, that is carry in, are the input. So here we have defined it output, and this is defined as input. Now here there is one another type of uh, representation that is called as wire. Wire is also a keyword which is represented as W1, W2, and W3. Wire in the sense, suppose if I just consider this is a wire what we are representing over there. So if I just observe for the wire, right, there will be one input to that and one output to that. So it is just used to interconnect the elements. It is used to interconnect the elements. So now we'll not go in depth because in module 2, right, you have got to discuss all these things. What is output type of variable? What is input type of variable? What is in-out type of variable? So these all things are there. So there we'll be discussing all these things. So if we just observe here again, we have defined three wiring this thing. So here, if you just see the keyword, what we are using is XOR, and 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 OR. So I have two AND gates, two XOR gates, and one OR gate. So we have defined all those stuff here. So using this, you are building the entire circuit. That is the digital circuit. You are building this entire digital circuit. So and based on that, which all have to be interconnected, what all things have to be done. So those all things will be looked out here. So we'll not discuss those things. So just see how the coding has been implemented. Now, if you just see, it is slightly easier to go ahead with this than the previous level of representation or abstraction. Now, imagine if you had gone for previous level for XOR only, you would consume a lot of lines, and you should remember each and everything what you're doing over there. If any one line mistake is there, then you have to recheck entire thing and again debug the stuff. Whereas here you can suppose if you have made, instead of passing the input variable, you have passed the output variable, you have interchanged something, then you can cross verify it at that level itself. So here just in one this thing you can verify all these things. So this is a full adder implementation using gate level of abstraction or design description.